Right. So, here in D.C., the 4th of July, as in many cities, is a very busy time for law enforcement as well as rescue crews. And last night was no exception. Certainly going into this morning, a lot of people out in the streets having block parties. And that's what apparently happened here on Meade Street Northeast in one neighborhood. Many other shootings in the district as well. But in this one, 9 people shot in one incident. Let's take you to some of the video from early this morning. It happened around 1 a.m. There were a group of people out in the street. They were clearly having some kind of a block party there. We saw remnants of firecrackers mixed with shell casings. Investigators say a dark SUV drove down the street, stopped, and then someone inside started shooting at the crowd. Now, I want you to listen carefully here. You're going to still hear fireworks going off in the background while police canvass the area and address the situation.
Several victims were transported by D.C. Fire and EMS to area hospitals, and several victims sought their own treatment at area hospitals. All of our victims have non-life-threatening injuries.
So police now working to track down that dark-colored SUV. A lot of people out on the street, but nobody really wanting to say anything, as you can understand. And again, these victims, we know that 2 of them were juveniles, 17 years old and 9 years old. But fortunately, as you heard there from the assistant chief, all non-life-threatening injuries, and police do believe that this was a targeted shooting.
Wow, what a very tragic incident that we learned after folks finishing up their 4th of July celebrations. Now, Melanie, tell me, we're learning that there might be other shootings that happened in the D.C. area overnight. What do we know about those?
That's right. So we had at least 2 fatal shootings. The first one starting at 4:30 in the afternoon near North Capitol Street. And then we had another one on another area of the city, Livingston Road. So those were 2 fatal shootings. And then we had at least 3 other shootings across the city throughout the night. 7:30 in the evening, 10:30 in the evening, in the 11 o'clock hour, and then one also in the early morning hours, about 12:15 in the morning. In all, we can count at least 7 different shooting scenes in the city overnight from the 4th of July holiday celebrations into the early hours of this morning. In all, again, just 2 fatalities there. But certainly the one that is getting the most attention is this one on Meade Street, where 9 people were shot in that one incident.
And are police responding in any different way just because of the number and the level of the amount of incidents, the number of people who have been injured in gun violence in just a 24-hour period?
Well, we do know that the city is aware that July 4th can be pretty hot. And so one of the things that the city did do is they put together 28 neighborhood go teams that were supposed to be made up of citizens, of violence interrupters, not so much law enforcement, but people who are known in the community and respected in the community. And they were out from 4 p.m. until midnight in different areas of the city that they said hadn't been hot spots in the past. So that was one of the ways that the city was trying to be proactive. But we've had a lot more shootings in the city this year, a lot more guns, what police are telling us, a lot more drugs. And so unfortunately, it seems like we've had a lot more violence on this July 4th.